Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Statesman.com and another edition of the High School Blitz. I'm Tony Atkins here with Danny Davis and Rick Cantu. We're going to start out with, as we do always, with our game picks. We're going to start out at Humble's Turner Stadium. We have Giddings taking on West Orange. Giddings took care of business to the tune of 31-14 last week in the Bi-District round, but do the Buffaloes continue their march with a win this week?
I don't think so. I think West Orange Stark is battle-tested. They're playoff-tested. They're a traditionally rich football team. They've won 5 in a row. They're averaging about 46 points during that stretch. They're very tough to bring down. Like Raylan Hickey, the big running back for Giddings, has had a tremendous year, averaging about 120 yards a game. But he alone is not going to bring it to Giddings. It's going to be a good game, but West Orange Stark, too tough.
I don't know how battle-tested West Orange Stark's team is in the playoffs since they played a winless team last week, but I kind of agree with you there. I think West Orange Stark's defense has been playing really well. The only team to score more than 21 points against that defense did it in early September. So Gideon's offense is looking good, about 36.3 points per game with Raylan Hickey, Kyle Jones, their quarterback. But I think West Orange Stark is going to end the Buffalo season this week.
All right, now we head down to San Marcos Rattler Stadium. We have Bernie Champion playing Cedar Park. They're going to have their hands full. Cedar Park will. They have an undefeated Chargers team. Can they knock them off and get the win this week?
I think they can knock them off. They're 11-0, but everybody starts over after the 10th game.
Sure.
So basically, both teams are 1-0. The thing I like about Cedar Park is that they're playing their best ball at the end of the season. They had a gap in the middle of the season. They weren't playing that well. Amir Alser has turned out to be a pretty good quarterback. They're averaging 56 points in their last 4 games. And I looked at Bernie Champion. They do have a chink in the armor. The last 4 games, they've given up an average of 24 points. Okay. And if you give Cedar Park 24 points, you're going to lose.
And if you think back to that title team, what were the 2 things that Cedar Park did? They played defense well, which they're doing right now. They could also, their offense was more diverse than you thought. They had Ethan Fry able to catch the football, they able to run it, and look at the last couple games. Davis Fiala has really stepped up as a wide receiver for them. He only has 7 catches over the last 2 weeks. He scored on 4 of them. So if he can continue that, Amir Alzier can continue to throw the ball, and they can run it with the Hutching twins. I think Cedar Park's going to win this game.
All right. Now we head up to Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Vandergrift versus Lockhart. Travis Brennan and the Vipers are looking really good. They have been all year. Can we see them go for one more round? Will they win this week?
They're going to win this week. Travis Brandon's the best player in this game. Already has 36 offensive touchdowns, rushed for nearly 2,100 yards. Lockhart's going to give it a go, though, because that Vandergrift defense, they've allowed 1,300-yard rushers this season. Curtis Hawkins and DJ Ellison are both coming off 100-yard games. I think this is going to be another Vandergrift shootout, but the Vipers are going to win.
Well, Vandergrift does give up 39 points a game, but I don't want to be negative. But they're giving up 39 points a game. But the good news is, like Danny says, Travis Brandon he's a Player of the Year candidate right now. I mean, to have 2,100 rushing yards, about 33 touchdowns. Yeah. They're playing well right now on the offensive end, and if they hold serve, they're going to continue to win.
All right, and last but not least, we have Hendrickson. The Hawks take on Spring Westfield. The Mustangs haven't lost a game since August. They lost their first game, but they won out. Riding a hot streak, a very hot streak. Will that change? Will Hendrickson get the win here?
I'm pulling for Hendrickson, but my heart's telling me that Spring Westfield, they've won 10 in a row, like you just said. They've got 4 guys that have rushed for over 600 yards, and they've got a quarterback who has thrown for 1,600 yards. So they're very diverse in their run-pass offense. I like Taj Malloy, Carrington Kearney. They've combined. They've rushed for 2,000 yards for Hendrickson. I just think this is the end of the road for a very good Hawks team, but an even better Westfield team.
Fun fact, Hendrickson's defense has actually scored 6 touchdowns this year.
Wow.
P.J. Mavanosor scored off a fumble return the last 2 weeks. I'm going to go with Hendrickson. We talked about Malloy. He'll be playing at the Naval Academy next year in a couple years. I think he's still going to be playing for a couple more weeks. 1,000 yards rushing. Hendrickson actually has a couple good wide receivers in Isaiah Towns, Reggie Daniels. If they can get them the ball, That will help diversify their offense a little bit. I just think this Hendrickson team, they're finally starting to get it together. They closed out this regular season with a good win against Rouse. They finally got their playoff win against Austin High last week, and I think that momentum is going to carry over, and they're going to get at least one more playoff win.
Oh, wow, that would be a big win for the Hawks. Well, guys, there you have it. Those are our picks for this week. Keep checking back in at statesman.com to see our results and more.